Well, folks, we are going to put the sound loader up here this morning. Nate ended up blowing this combine off here just a little while ago. We're going to oil the chains. We got to grease the head yet. He blew off all of the cab corn that I had on top of the cab. That's all sitting down here on the ground, and the combine was basically a mess. It ended up mist and rain all day here yesterday. He went around it quick with the compressor, like I was saying. Now we're going to put this silo loader up. The silo is empty now, and what we have to do is take some of this unloader apart a little bit here and get it ready to pull to the top. This unloader has a power winch on it, so once we get set up in there, we can pull that unloader up with this power winch here. We're trying to get that lift going. It's a little too cold and that thing doesn't want to start, so we might as well jump inside here, right, Bob?
Yeah.
All right. Alright, now we're inside the silo, and it's going to echo quite a bit, so I'll try to talk at a normal tone like everybody else does, but I'm half deaf, so that's why I talk real loud. What we have to do is we have to take that gooseneck off in there, tie that to the unloader itself, and this is the distributor here. That's going to set into the center of the unloader, and then we have to pull the unloader all the way to the top. There's a gooseneck in the front, on the far side of the silo there, coming into the center. That'll drop the corn down onto that flat panel, and then that spinner will spin the corn here to the outside. So we're going to run a grease gun around this. I said I wasn't going to talk loud. We got 2 gearboxes to check on it, and then we'll pull everything to the top. It usually takes about 20 minutes when you're not filming, about 25 or 6 when you are. We've got some lighting in here so that we can video this. This is a nice light stand, Milwaukee light stand. I won't have to get the old lights out today on this job. So we better get to work here, and we'll touch base with you once we get some steps of the process done here. Alright, now just set that somewhere, and this gooseneck is going to go over there. So if you steady that there, I'll jump over to that side. Oh. Ooh. All right, ready? Oh. Set this over here. We'll take it down underneath. Tie it on these points here. Okay, hold on a second, let me steady this thing. Okay. Set down there. Turn it a little bit. It's only gonna go. There's a peg hole. Might have to go up a little bit, and then I guess pull the slide back. Okay, we are ready to pull this pig to the top. Got the distributor in place. We've done a full service on the unloader. We've greased it. Put oil in both the gearboxes, the ring drive gearbox and then the main gearbox for the blower and whatever. We ended up putting a piece of plastic on the motor just to keep the corn dust from packing in it. Well, I just have to remember to take that off, and then we open this silo up, right, Nate? So we're going to pull this to the top. And while this unloader is getting pulled to the top, I've got to climb up there, pull the power cord up, run the power cord in through the top, way up there, plug it into that cord so that it has power to run the ring drive. It'll run around real slow around. This is the ring drive here, and then the distributor will also run to distribute the corn this way. So I better get climbing, Nate. So I'll drop that rope down, then you hook onto the cord once we get her powering up. And the other thing I got to do, I got to pull this thing here up too. Ow. Kicking my bad leg. Okay, so we've climbed to the top of the silo. It took me a little longer climb than what it normally does. My leg is still not 100%, my right knee. Plus I fell off the hammer mill the other day, and I goofed up my left leg pretty good, so I'm limping on both legs.
I shouldn't be up here.
Things are getting better. So I climbed up to the top. I brought a rope up with me. I got that rope right here. I sent this rope to the bottom. Nate hooked the power cord on. We pulled the power cord up to the top. We need that power cord up here in order to power the unloader so that we can run the ring drive. Now, the unloader is, not quite 2/3 of the way to the top here. Once that gets to the top, we're going to pull that black spout that's sitting on the unloader. We're going to pull that in through, and we're going to tie it up and let it set inside the top of the silo so that it's up here for when we go to feed out of the silo itself. Now, this silo, when it gets filled, it blows the corn up through. It's got a gooseneck on the pipe, and then that discharge comes right to the center, drops down on the distributor, and then the distributor spins the corn to the outside, and then this unloader is going to be going around the silo real slow, and it's going to evenly distribute and fill the silo accordingly. So silo loader is going to be to the top in a minute here. We'll join back with you here in a short little second once this unloader gets up here. I'll have to call down to Nate, have him shut the power winch off. We'll get our cords plugged in, and we will run down to the shop and get the roller mill serviced quickly, set it up, and then we've got a load of corn to blow in the silo here, and we'll get combining. The sun is it's out pretty decent right now. We had misting rain all day yesterday, and I was really surprised that I was able to combine all day. Plugged up the combine a little bit, but it didn't seem to bother it. So we'll wait till this unloader gets up here, and we'll join back up with you. microphone here. I gotta talk to the camera here for a second. Alright, the unloader is up to the top here. We've just plugged our cord in. We've got it running, just making sure everything is going good. The one mistake we made was we didn't turn that distributor on before we pulled it up here. So, oh, wait a minute. You gotta shut that off, Nate. I made a big old mistake.
This is all wrong.
I tied the damn rope to the damn tripod. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Son of a gun.
How dare you?
Damn it. The only thing I can do is have you... Crap. We gotta put it... No, I tied the frickin' rope to the tripod, and well, we are just about ready to send some corn in the silo. We've got to climb up the top. We've got it winched up about as far as it needs to be. We've just got to climb up there and plug the unloader in and make sure it's up at the right height. We've got the roller mill all set up. Once we get up in the silo and get things situated, these guys are going to be able to start this, and they're going to be able to run some corn in there. So we need to climb to the top and get a few things situated way up top there. Alright, we are ready to go. They just turned the blower on now. Roller mill, actually. Silo loader's running. Silo loader's going around. Everything's working the way it's supposed to. About all you're going to see. It's dusty, so we're going to go ahead and climb down. Alright, we're back down here on the ground now, and this is the very first load going into the silo. The temperature has dropped off quite a bit here now, but the sun is out nice, so we're going to start shelling some corn, and we're actually going to be going into both spots, both here and in the bone.
So you go ahead and you stack spaghetti sauce at a store and in a supermarket. You control the guy or the woman who brings out the carts on a forklift. What happens? They make you management. You can't get paid overtime. Our Superstar Tuesday, and I want to thank you all. I tell you what, I'm rushing ahead, aren't I? Think about it. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing. And Corn Pop was a bad dude, and he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did. And back in those days, to show how things have changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap.
Alright folks, so we're just getting going here pretty good. Real nice day today. Yesterday it drizzled rain all day. We were able to keep the combine going. I didn't video anything because I thought sure at any point in time we were going to be shutting down, but we ended up stretching it out for a whole day. We've got that sound loader put up, and I don't know if anybody noticed, I kind of turned the camera off because I was a little mad at myself. I ended up screwing up putting that unloader up. I tied that gooseneck to the stabilizer arms that have the wheels on them, and I use a long rope, and I usually lace it around a couple of the support braces to hold that blower pipe gooseneck into place. And I had some rope left over, so I figured I would tie it to the frame of the unloader. Well, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I actually tied it to the tripod, which the tripod, well, actually it's not the tripod on the unloader. The tripod is up in the roof, but it's the main frame of the unloader that hangs from the tripod. Well, that doesn't move when the unloader moves. We didn't turn the unloader on, second mistake I made, didn't turn the unloader on until we got it up to the top of the silo. It was then that I discovered, and you'll see here, that the rope was hooked to the main part of the frame. So we had to set the unloader all the way back down, which takes about 50 minutes to run it one way and then the other. So we spent a little over an hour and a half, just shy of 2 hours, just pulling the unloader up, putting it down, and then pulling it back up again. So we're moving right along here pretty good now. And the neighbors here, they have some long-haired, brown, longhorn cows that they have for pets. And I can't remember what the name of these are. Maybe some of you will know what they are. I think they might be, well, they're, you can see one laying down right there. And they've got real long hair on them. And these people have them for pets, more or less. Windows are kind of dirty. There's a couple of them standing over there, rubbing themselves on an old rotted out tree. There is that one right there. Let me open up the door and you can see them. So, I don't know what kind of animals they are, what kind of cows they are, rather. But we're going to keep motoring along, so, you know, I wasted a lot of time putting the unloader up and down a couple times. Should only had to put it up once, but it is what it is. So we're just going to keep on shelling corn here. And the farm that I'm on right now, has strips. So we have corn and alfalfa, and then corn, and then alfalfa here. So this is a Northrop King corn, and this is running right at 27% moisture. So we're going to let the sun do its thing and the wind do its thing here, and we're going to keep on moving along here. So That's gonna do it for this video, folks. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll catch you at the next video.
Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.